What's up, you guys? ASD Classified here. So some of you may know that today Nickelodeon had uploaded the episode on their site. I don't know if it was an accident or whatever because they privated it now. But yeah, I saw it, and since I'm going to be a little busy tomorrow, I decided I might as well get this review out now. And keep in mind, I only saw the episode once, so I might have forgot a little things, but whatever, it's alright. I got this. Alright. So in today's episode, the villains call on this alien who's also from alien royalty, like Varag. And it's a female alien, and I forgot her name, but she calls herself Queen Bee. And like the whole time, all I could think about was Little Kim. Maybe it's from the generation I'm from, but I could only think about Little Kim, and I could only think that she's calling herself Queen Bitch and stuff. It's like, this is so inappropriate for a children's show. But yeah. So Queen Bee has this venom, right? And when it hits females, they turn against each other. They start to hate each other and they want to destroy each other. And when it hits males, they like become completely under her control. Like she controls them, has dominion over them, etc., etc. So yeah, this monster snuck up on the female rangers, like Emma and Gia, while they were having like some girl time and bonding over the photos they took early in the episode by some rare plant. So she hit them with her venom, and it did make them dislike each other, but it didn't like, make them hate each other so much that they wanted to destroy each other, though. It was more of, I dislike you quite a bit, and I may write a strongly worded letter to you telling you about it later on. That was more of it. But still, though, I did like the little cattiness between the girls in this episode. So also, in another scene where Noah and Jake were at school, the monster and a bunch of loogies attacked like these guys at the soccer field, and then the rangers tried to intervene, and the monster hit all the males with her venom, and she had complete control over them. The girls, they tried to fight, but they were also arguing with each other and stuff, so the monster took advantage of that and beat them. And when she delivered that final kick on the girls, like, oh my god. Like, that kick knocked both of them so far. I was like, damn! And then they hit the soccer goal. That was hilarious. And then the monster made the male rangers carry her away from the battlefield. I was like, that is so messed up. But yeah. So yeah, not only did the monster take control of the 3 male rangers, she also took control of a lot of the soccer players. So they were all like doing her bidding, and she had brought everybody to this forest, and she had Troy like doing her nails, like filing them down, and she had Noah scraping her feet, and then she had Jake, fanning her down. Like, man, that scene was kind of funny though. I mean, it's corny and 90s cheese, but I laughed, so Meanwhile, the girls were trying to trap the guys, and Emma was like, oh, I think we should go this way, and she was like, girl, that is stupid. And they started arguing about that, and like, fine, we're just gonna go our separate ways. And then, they went their separate ways, and Emma found the monster and the guys first, and then she tried to fight it, but the monster had captured her. And then Gia shows up, and then she was fighting the monster solo and crowd. And then Emma was like, Gia, help me, release me so I can help fight, help. And Gia was like, you ain't no help, you messed it up last time, I'm gonna do this on my own, something like that. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that was the gist of that. And the boys were like, girls, stop fighting, you gotta work together, you're under a spell. And then the monster, at one point, the monster told them, like, shut up, and then they all 3 of them, like, put their hands over their mouth. I laughed at that scene. That was hilarious. So yeah, eventually the guys got through to the girls, and they were like, oh my god, we really are under a spell. Even though the monster had already said this to their face. She said, I put you guys under a spell, that's why y'all fighting. She said this like multiple times through the episode, and then it's finally sinking in like, oh yeah, I guess we are under a spell. Oh my god. Whatever. So when finally started to realize we're under a spell, then Ghostface pops into the picture. He's like, Emma, only friendship can break the spell. Use these new Zords to help. Okay, Ghostface, really? Like, where have you been, like, this whole episode? Like, you showed up, like, briefly in the beginning of the episode to tell the Rangers to go fight some foot soldiers. Yeah, I didn't talk about that, but whatever. And now, like, all this chaos, 15 minutes of chaos, and you now talk about, oh yeah, friendship can break that spell. Go ahead with that. clearly has no fucks to give about his Rangers. He clearly does not care. Like, nowhere was he working on an antidote to break the spell. Nowhere did he bother to tell the Rangers that friendship breaks the spell until the last freaking moment. Like, oh my god. And now random Zords pop up again. And you know what? I didn't even care this time. I just laughed at the fact that these Zords are now just popping up everywhere whenever they want them. So yeah, Emma got new Zords, the Sky Brothers, and she used them to break the constraints that she was under. And then the girls teamed up and they destroyed the monster, and then the guys were free from the control. And there was one point where Gia put Jake's hand back up to his mouth, and she was like, look dude, girls like the strong and silent type. And I like that scene. See, it shows that Gia is kind of, she's still evaluating Jake. Like, after the second episode, she's not too sure she wants to shoot him down. She's kind of thinking like, you know, I might give him a chance. She's kind of thinking that. So, you know, if Jake plays his cards right, he could get a piece of the cookie. I'm just saying. So, yeah, the monster was brought back to life and made giant size, and the Rangers defeated them with the new Zords they got. Yeah, the Sky Brothers, and they combined with the Megazord. Sky, go say great, armed for battle, and whatever. They finished the monster. And then it was happy ever after. Everybody was best friends again. So overall, I did enjoy this episode, and I would give it a 3 out of 5. I don't know. I can't quite put it to the 4 because, like, it had some good dialogue, especially like at the end, and I really liked the character interactions in this episode between the females and between Jake and Noah. That was really good. But some of the villain dialogue in this was, it was not that great, and some of their jokes flopped. Like in the beginning, like there was a scene where Queen Bee was talking with the other villains in the ship, and like all that dialogue was kind of sucky. Like, I don't know, when the wittiest joke you got is, ugh, you stank. Like, I don't know. Megaforce's strong point so far is the interactions between the Rangers. Minus Troy, mind you, but the other Rangers, the other 4 Rangers, I'm cool with them. I really like them. So yeah, keep that up. Megaforce, you might want to do something with Gosei. I'm just saying. I mean, and your villains, they could use a little more work as well. Oh, and Varak. Like early in the beginning of the episode, he showed up to challenge the Rangers with some loogies, and he had like this new armor, and I don't even think they explained why he had that armor, like to the audience. The Rangers don't know this dude, but to the audience, I don't think they even explained why he looked different. I wasn't confused because I saw Ghost Agent, but still, like, whatever. I don't know. Maybe I missed it because I only saw it once, but yeah, whatever. I did like it. 3 out of 5. If you guys already saw it or when you see it tomorrow, let me know what you think for those who are watching. Okay. Jamata. My favorite part of the episode was when the girls broke the spell and they were fighting Queen Bee together, and the guys still under the spell, they were cheering. They were like, yeah, alright, get it, that's how you do it, yeah. I was like, I almost died laughing. Like, that caught me off guard, man. Now, those are jokes, man. Oh, kudos to the writers on that. Yeah, alright, please subscribe, yeah, alright. Another favorite part, I don't remember the exact line, but it was when they were having a Megazord fight, and G or Emma said it. They were like, we're gonna use girl power. When we girls work together, you know, something like that. And then Troy was like, hey, there's guys too, alright? There's some guys in here as well. Like, I laughed at that. Like, they gave Troy a good line in this episode. Like, I should give it a 4 on that alone.